All right, everyone, good morning and welcome to Suffolk Transportation. My name is Marcos Maldonado, and for us to begin this announcement for the 2020 EPA DERA Award, I would like to introduce the President and CEO of Suffolk Transportation and the Superintendent of Bayshore Union Free School District to come up to the front. So, President and CEO of Suffolk Transportation, Mr. John Corrado.
No one needs to clap. Put too much pressure on me if you clap. Welcome everyone, and thank you for coming to celebrate this grant and the new electric buses that are coming to Long Island and Suffolk Transportation. This journey started about 10 years ago. I won't be long, and it sounds like it's going to be long when I say 10 years ago. 10 years ago, where our shops here at Suffolk Transportation built two hybrid electric buses with the help of a company from Hauppauge called Odyne. 5 years ago, we built our first plug-in electric bus. We did it in our shop. And 2 years ago, we took delivery of 4 all-electric buses from Bluebird that we run in the Bayshore School District, and they're running as we speak. Next year, we'll take 7 all-electric buses from Bluebird and 2 all-electric vans. So we're growing our fleet. It's really been an exciting adventure. These new buses will have a winter blanket on the battery, which is going to help one of the small issues we had with temperature. Other than that, the bus has been running tremendously, and they'll be charged with a DC quick charge, which is going to allow us to put more buses on each location with the quick charge. Quick thank you goes out to McBride Group and Marcos Maldonado, our grant writer, the Bayshore schools who partnered with us right from the beginning, Rich Gallagher and Joe Bond. Now we're going into Central Islip and Brentwood with our electric program, and I want to thank Rich Lochner and Sharon Dungy for being here and their staff. The EPA, this doesn't work without grant money, and it works with grant money, and that's why we're going to have 11 buses next year. And my hope is that 2022 is the last year we buy a diesel bus. It really is our plan, and 10 years from that point, that our whole fleet is all electric. So we've been thinking this through. We've got a plan, and I think we can execute. I also want to thank the other electeds that are here, Sam Gonzalez, Angie Carpenter, her town board, Johnny Cochran, Trish Bergen, who am I forgetting? Is there anyone else? Angie? Did I say Angie? Should I say Angie again? Yeah, the town has been tremendous in helping us put facilities in place. All this requires permitting. And Angie and her team have done a great job in allowing us to move this forward. Lastly, I thank my team. It includes Bird Bus, Rob Rickenback, and Tino, and Tommy, and all the guys in our shop that have really believed in what I thought was going to be a good idea. I have to tell you, 10 years ago, it didn't feel like a good idea, but I think everyone will agree now we're really doing the right thing for the community and for our kids. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to introduce Joe Bond.
Thank you, John. It's great to have a partner like Suffolk Bus. Suffolk Bus understands how important it is for us as a school district to model good citizenship for our students. Part of being a good global citizen means being a good steward of our environment. In 2018, we announced the addition of 4 electric buses to the fleet that brings Bayshore students to and from school each day. We knew that the addition of those buses would greatly reduce the environmental impact of transporting our students. They represented 6,000 gallons of diesel fuel and 54 metric tons of CO2 emissions being avoided annually at no additional cost to the taxpayers of Bayshore. The expansion of the number of electric buses in the fleet, which is being made possible through this EPA grant, will mean even more of a reduction in our carbon footprint and environmental impact. This grant is also making it possible for 2 additional districts to utilize electric buses. That's what I call a win-win. I would like to thank John Corrado and everyone at Suffolk Transportation for working with us, and our Transportation Director, Rich Gallagher, to secure this EPA grant. We appreciate the job you do ensuring the safety of our most precious resource day in and day out. You're simply the best. I would like to thank the EPA for providing funding to make this possible and cost-effective. It's also great that we're including districts like Brentwood and Central Islip, and they now have the ability to join us in this worthwhile endeavor. I know this is only the beginning, and that the use of electric buses will only grow to include more and more districts as we work toward making a greener community and a cleaner world. We at the Bayshore School District are proud to be on the cutting edge with our partners at Suffolk Transportation to fulfill our mantra to dream, lead, and achieve, to make our communities the best that they can be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Superintendent Bond. And now I would like to introduce our Supervisor of the Town of Islip Supervisor, Ms. Angie Carpenter.
Thank you so much, Marcus. This is an exciting day. My history with Suffolk Transportation goes back many, many years from when I was first in the legislature. And this is part of my legislative district, and I knew from even before what a good community citizen Suffolk Transportation has been. The Corrado family, John and his dad before, always participating in there for whatever the community needed. And this just takes them to a whole different level. And it is so exciting for me to know that in the entire state of New York, there are more electric buses in the town of Islip than any other town in the state. So that really is quite a kudos. And our town has been very, very committed, especially in the last number of years, to the environment, and we're really very excited to the fact that we were able to qualify to be a Green Cities community. And this kind of initiative on the part of the private sector really helps reinforce our status as such in years to come. And the thing that I find so wonderful is the fact that we're seeing a partnership among the three school districts, Brentwood, Bayshore, and CI, and with John and his team leading the way and bringing everyone together, we're going to be seeing many more wonderful things in the future. So to the superintendents that are here and to the elected officials that were here, our commitment on the part of the town. We have two town board members here this morning, Councilwoman Bergen and, of course, John Cochran, and regards from Councilman O'Connor and Councilwoman Mullen. So it's all about team, and the team here at Suffolk Transportation, no one does it better. John, congratulations.
Thank you, Supervisor Carpenter. And representing Suffolk County and the 9th Legislative District, we have Legislator Mr. Samuel Gonzalez.
Thank you, Marco. I am just so pleased that since I took office, we have sent letters of support since the beginning that I came into 2019. John and to the Suffolk Transportation Company, unbelievable work, unbelievable job since we've met. The work and the determination is just unprecedented, really. Marco, thank you so much also for being part of this steering group and making this a reality. A reality because Bayshore, Brentwood, and Central Islip lead Suffolk County in the number of youth respiratory cases. And so to have 3 in Brentwood and to have 2 in Central Islip to begin is just something that our community, my community, needed there. And knowing that there is going to be this commitment from John and the company to network these 3 communities and to try to total 11 buses in the Brentwood, Central Islip, and North Bayshore area is just unreal. I know that we're going to include 6 all-new Level 3 charging stations at the Harold Court location. This is just unreal. It's so wonderful especially having the superintendent of Brentwood here, John, and Ms. Dungy of Central Islip. And I also want to thank the town of Islip for being so supportive and moving forward in everything that they do to have these buses a part of the town of Islip and throughout the county of Suffolk. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am looking so much forward to the increase in these electric buses in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Legislator. And we'd also like to have some remarks from our very supportive town council, councilpersons Trish Berg and Whitebrook, and Councilman John Cochran Jr.
Thank you very much, Marcus. Congratulations to John Corrado and his team here at Suffolk Transportation. An amazing day when you see all of the different levels of private sector as well as government and school district coming together for the future of our children. So congratulations to you, John, and your team here. Thanks.
John, your team is unbelievable. I want to thank the superintendents that are here because this is part of your dream. Marcus, I remember when you were just a community organizer and now you're doing this. You know what? You matured well, and thank you for your community that you help represent in town of Islip. I was just in South Carolina. South Carolina now is promoting electric buses. They have shops now. They're on TV. John and his team were so far ahead of them, but now South Carolina is doing MRAPs, and now they're doing stuff electric buses. So Suffolk Transportation, Marcus, with the EPA, you guys are such ahead of the time. It's unbelievable. But hopefully New York will get involved in the manufacturing of more electric buses. So this is great for the economy. This is great for our township. And thanks for all being here. And John, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Councilwoman Trish Berg and Whitebrook, and thank you very much, Councilman. Okay, so for our next speakers, of course, as we've all been hearing, this has been a partnership between three districts which know each other very well, three communities which are really, truly integrated with each other. So the expansion of this project was certainly something that the folks at Suffolk Transportation thought was a no-brainer. But I would like to have the superintendents from Brentwood School District and Central Islip School District join us, as well as the Director of Transportation from Bayshore, Mr. Richard Gallagher. Please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I wasn't actually prepared to speak, but thank you for the opportunity. I really think that this operation could not have gone anywhere, of course, with John and Joe from Bayshore, and of course our good friends over here. But I do have to give credence to my staff. Ms. LaMonica's our PR person, has always been very receptive to any ideas and helps us brainstorm. Mr. Larry Phillips, we couldn't do without him. He has stepped up from being an athletic director, from being the COVID police. Then he got a new job as a transportation person, and he's working 24 hours, so I have to say thank you to him. And my, Mr. Phillips, would you just wave over there? And my assistant superintendent for personnel, Mr. Matera, who's also my right-hand person. He's fantastic in helping us to navigate these times. This is going to be wonderful for our students as well, because we all know that this is a healthier approach to getting children to and from school. I heard the stats about children with asthma. I think it was our wonderful Mr. Gonzalez who said that. And I just want to thank you all for this opportunity. We're really, really pleased to be part of this wonderful, amazing experience. So thank you so much. And to my good friend in Brentwood, I graduated from Brentwood High School. I can't get away from you, but I lived in Bayshore. I didn't cheat. It was just the way the lines were drawn. But thank you. Thank you all.
That's gonna be tough to follow, Ms. Dungy. Listen, I would also like to. Now, I think we're about 6 speakers in, but I'm going to also thank Mr. Corrado and Suffolk Transportation, because they are really flat out a terrific organization. I also want to thank Marcos. It is, I know how hard you worked on this, and this was really a great get for Suffolk Transportation as well as the town of Islip. That's a very impressive stat that we have the most electric buses in the town of Islip. So the Brentwood community, we're thrilled. We're absolutely thrilled, and we love your long-range plan of eventually having all electric buses traveling through the town of Brentwood, Bayshore, and Central Islip, but I'm not sure. We have over 300 buses, John, so we're going to be able to get electric buses?
Not a problem.
Wow, that is true. You hear that, Marcos? You better get busy. So again, I just want to thank Suffolk Transportation and all of the partnerships, because it really is tremendous to have 3 towns here working collaboratively towards one goal. So thank you very much, and thank everybody for coming out today.
I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming out, and say that as we continue to work towards a healthy upgrade for our students, transportation, we will need government agency support for this new technology. Recently, an EPA administrator, Michael S. Reagan, said the rebates provide children with a safe and healthy way to get to school by upgrading older diesel engines in our nation's school buses. Though the Diesel Engine Reduction Act, the EPA is equipping local school districts with cleaner running buses and helping them along the route to healthier kids and communities. Therefore, let's all work to protect the health and safety of our children and continue this project. Thank you.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'd just like to just give you a brief, very brief overview of what the program entails. So, the Clean Buses program, which stands for Continuously Lowering Emissions and NOx, Building Users of Sustainable Environmental Systems, is what you see in front of you. It's 4 buses now, 11 total buses by September 21, and an absolutely unequivocal, amazing commitment by Suffolk Transportation to see it go into the future. This program will transform these communities, and as part of the program, Suffolk Transportation has also launched a website, Going Green, right? Drive Green, rather, on their website, where you can find out more about the 2020 Diesel Emissions Reduction Act program, the grant funding, and how that is supporting the purchase of more electric buses in your community. So with that, we'd like to perhaps just give you an opportunity to take a look and tour these nice buses. They look the same on the inside, but I will tell you they are completely different all the way throughout. But with that, we'd just like to give Suffolk Transportation one last opportunity to thank you all. From McBride Consulting and Business Development Group, where we've partnered with John, thank you very much for trusting us to partner with you all and the school district partners that we have here today in order to get this done. It's without their trust that we wouldn't be here. So thank you very much. Also would like to say thank you to our friends at Bird Bus Sales and Bluebird for putting together a product that we can get on the road. So thank you very much.